Hello students, I'll start with cone. In the cone, you are mainly studying a right circular cone. Definition: a cone is a surface generated by a straight line which passes through a fixed point and satisfies one more condition. Example: it may intersect a given curve called the guiding curve. The fixed point is called the vertex, and the straight line in any position is called the generator. The degree of the equation of a cone depends upon the nature of its guiding curve. In case the guiding curve is a conic, that is, it is either a parabola or ellipse, the equation of a cone shall be of the second degree. Such cones are called quadratic cone. We shall be concerned with only the quadratic cone. So we'll first find the equation of a cone whose vertex at the origin is a homogeneous equation of second degree in x, y, z, and conversely. So, a equation of a cone is a homogeneous equation of second degree in x, y, z. A second degree homogeneous equation always represents an equation of a cone. So we'll just find that equation and then we'll go to the corresponding right circular cone and all other parts. Because let the equation of a cone whose vertex is origin be pi of xyz is equal to 0. So this is the equation of a cone. We want to show that this equation is a second degree equation, is a homogeneous second degree equation in x, y, z. Let p x1, y1, z1 be any point on the generator. Therefore, P satisfies equation number 1 because it lies on the generator of that cone. Therefore, this point must satisfy this equation of a cone. That means replace this x, y, z by x1, y1, z1. That is, you get pi of x1, y1, z1 is equal to 0. As P lies on the cone, the equation of OP is x minus 0 divided by x1 minus 0 is equal to y minus 0 divided by y minus 0 is equal to z minus 0 divided by z1 minus 0. So this is at the origin. Therefore, you'll be having x minus 0 and this also is at the point 0, 0, 0. Therefore, this also will be having at the point 0, 0, 0. So therefore, we'll call this is equal to t, for example. These three are equal. So therefore, this implies when you go on simplifying, x is equal to x1t, y is equal to y1t, z is equal to z1t are the coordinates of any point on the generator. It also satisfies equation number 1 because that pi of x1t, y1t and z1t is equal to 0. Therefore, from equation number 2 and 3, so this becomes a homogeneous equation. Pi of xyz is equal to 0 is a homogeneous equation in x, y, z. Then we'll take an example, becomes clear to get this idea. The example 1, find the equation of a cone whose vertex is at the origin and guiding curve is x square upon a square plus z square upon c square is equal to 1, y is equal to b. Now here, if you see this, this becomes x square upon a square plus z square upon c square is equal to 1 is a equation of an ellipse. X square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. You get an equation of an ellipse. So therefore, this cone, what we are going to get becomes a quadratic cone. And also we are having y is equal to b. So y is equal to b can be expressed as y upon b is equal to 1. So take this b on this side, then you can express this as y upon b is equal to 1. Now consider x square upon a square plus z square upon c square is equal to 1. So now making this equation homogeneous. Now how can make this equation homogeneous? So this one can be written as 1 square. Okay, and this 1 square can be replaced by y upon b square. So therefore, this is x square upon a square plus z square upon c square is equal to 1 square. So therefore, you are having y upon the square of this equation. So therefore, the required equation is x square upon a square, take this on this side, becomes y square upon b square with a minus sign plus z square upon c square is equal to 0. So if you see this equation represent a homogeneous equation of second degree. So this is x square, this is y square, and this is z square. Is a homogeneous equation of second degree in x, y, z. Therefore, this represents an equation of a cone. Then we'll find another equation. For example, find the equation of a cone whose vertex at the origin and guiding curve x square upon 4 plus y square upon 9 plus z square upon 1 is equal to 1, and x plus y plus z is equal to 1. So this becomes an equation of a plane. Ax plus by plus cz is equal to d. It represents an equation of a plane. This is what we call an ellipse. This becomes an ellipsoid. This is three-dimensional figure. X square upon 2 square, y square upon 3 squared, and z square upon 1 squared is an ellipsoid. Okay, so this is three-dimensional figure. Then we want to find the equation of a cone whose vertex is at the origin and guiding curve. This is a guiding curve, and this is a plane. It intersects this plane. Now, any line through 0, 0, 0, that is the origin, is given by x upon L equal to y upon M equal to z upon N is equal to R. Okay, so say this value is equal to R. So at the end, we'll see that if I put R is equal to 1 in particular, then I am going to get a homogeneous equation of this given equation of a cone. So any point on this is P of, this becomes LR. This is x is equal to LR. Then similarly, y is equal to MR and z is equal to NR. So this becomes any point on this equation you can put in the form of LR, MR and NR. So if one intersects the given curve, the coordinates of P should satisfy its equation. So that is that x, y, z are now replaced by LR, MR and NR. So therefore, you get x square upon 4 becomes L square R square upon 4. This becomes that y square upon 9. This becomes M square R square upon 9. Then plus this is Z square upon 1. That is equal to N square R square upon 1. So this is also equal to 1. And also you are given the equation of a plane, that is x plus y plus z is equal to 1. So that implies x plus y plus z equal to 1 becomes LR plus MR plus NR is equal to 1. So from this you can find the value of R. R is equal to, take this R common, then it becomes on the right hand side is given by 1 upon L plus M plus N. So R is equal to this value. So therefore, eliminating this r, we get that L square upon 4. So this becomes r square is taken common and take this on this side. Then put the value of r. R is equal to this value. Implies L square upon 4 plus m square upon 9 plus n square upon 1 divided by, you get this is equal to r square is equal to, this becomes L plus m plus n bracket square. And this value, when this is equal to 1, implies L square upon 4 plus m square upon 9 plus n square upon 1 is equal to L plus m plus n bracket square. You are having this is on the right hand side, you are having 1. Therefore, this goes on this side and it becomes L plus m plus n bracket square. So if you expand this, that is making use of a plus b plus c bracket square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus twice ab plus twice bc plus twice ca. So by using that formula, I get L square plus m square plus n square plus 2lm plus 2mn plus 2ln. So take this L square on this side, becomes r, take this L square upon 4 plus m square upon 9 plus n square upon 1 on the right hand side. Then what you get? L square minus L square upon 4 plus m square minus m square upon 9, n square minus n square plus 2 times of this. 2 you can take it common from these values, and 2 times of this is Lm, Mn and Ln. Then the value of this is equal to 4L square minus L square is equal to 3L square by 4. Now similarly, 9m square minus m square is equal to 8m square upon 9. N square and n square will get cancelled. That is equal to 0. And this is 2 times Lm plus Mn plus Ln is equal to 0 on the right hand side. So when you go on again simplifying this value, you get, so this is equal to, again this is 36 is the LCM, it goes on this side, then this becomes 9 into 3, that becomes 27 L square. Now this 4 into 8, this becomes 32 M square, and then this 36 goes on this side, becomes 72 L M plus Mn minus Ln or plus Ln is equal to 0. Now eliminating Lmn from 1 and 2, then locus of 1 is given by, that means again you can put the values of Lmn in terms of xyz. You get 27x square plus 32y square plus 72xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 0. Now when you see this equation is the homogeneous equation in xyz of second degree. So this is x square is of second degree, y square is of second degree, this is a constant, and this is xy plus yz plus zx. So therefore this equation is the required equation of a cone given by the second example. Then after this equations of the cone in the second homogeneous equation in xyz, we'll go for the next part, which is what we call as the right circular cone. Now this is important from the examination point of view and from the corresponding online point of the view. You have to remember this right circular cone definition. Right circular cone a right circular cone is a surface generated by a straight line which passes through a fixed point called the vertex and makes constant angle with the fixed line. The constant angle, that is angle AVC in this figure, is called its semi-vertical angle. This is called the semi-vertical angle theta. And the fixed line VC. So this is the vertex, and this fixed line VC is called axis of the right circular cone. Then we'll see that the section of a right circular cone by a plane perpendicular to its axis is a circle. Now, when the coordinates of the vertex ABC, this is the vertex ABC, the direction ratios of the axis, LM and the semi-vertical angle. So I have drawn both the cones. So this is a cone either in this form or the same thing you can draw like this. Okay. So this becomes a generator. This is a generator. Then this becomes the semi-vertical angle, and then this becomes the axis. This is the fixed point. Okay. So this becomes the corresponding equation of a right circular cone. Then to find the equation of a right circular cone, we have to find these 3 points. What is that? The vertex, the direction ratios of the axis, say LMN, semi-vertical angle theta are given. Then we can find the equation of a right circular cone by using the formula cos theta is equal to that we are going to discuss. Then we can find equation of a right circular cone directly if they are not given. That means these 3 are not given to you. The coordinates of the vertex are not known, the direction ratios of the axis are not known, and the semi-vertical angle theta is known. Then first you will have to find them. Now how to find them? So to find them, when they are not given, then start to find them first. That is what we do. Let P of XYZ be any point on the generator. Okay, here you are having a point P, for example. So this is a generator. So we take a point P of XYZ. Okay, consider ABC. That is, this is the vertex. This is ABC is the vertex. Okay, then direction ratios of the line AP. So this is A and this is P. Is a difference between the coordinates, that is given by x minus A, comma y minus B, comma z minus C. Okay, these are what? These are the direction ratios of AP. A is the vertex, P is any point on the generator, and the corresponding direction ratios of that line AP are x minus A, y minus B, z minus C. Then the direction ratios of the axis are LMN. So this is the axis. That's like x-axis. So x-axis is here in this case becomes the axis of the cone. So the direction ratios of this axis are LMN. The direction ratios of this line AP are x minus A, y minus B, z minus C. Okay. Then use the formula for cos theta. You have a formula. You have to remember this main formula. This is cos theta is equal to L into x minus A. That is the product of the direction ratios of the axis and the line AP, which is on the generator. The product of this plus the product of M into y minus B. Then plus N into z minus C. That is in the numerator. Okay. Then under root of square root of L square plus M square plus N square. That is the square root of the direction ratios of the axis. And this is square root of the direction ratios of any point P from the vertex. Okay, this is square root of this. Now this becomes the formula for finding the right circular cone, and simplifying this we get the required equation of the right circular cone. So the general equation of this right circular cone is, now again take this L into x minus A plus M into y minus B plus N into z minus C is equal to cos theta into square root of L square plus M square plus N square x minus a bracket square plus y minus b bracket square plus z minus c bracket square. That means you just cross multiplied this, nothing else. Okay, you are having this value. This value is equal to cos theta into these two products. Okay, that is given by L into x minus a plus m into y minus b plus n into z minus c is equal to cos theta into this value. Okay, so this becomes the general equation of a right circular cone. Okay, then the equation of a right circular cone with the vertex at the origin. So say for example, when the vertex A is instead of A, B, C, if it is having at 0, 0, 0, then replace this A, B, C by 0, 0, 0 in equation number 1. Then what we get? So this A will get cancelled, B will get cancelled, and C will get cancelled. They become 0. So I'll get on the left hand side, this is Lx plus My plus Nz on the left hand side. What will be on the right hand side? Right hand side is, this is cos theta. Okay, this will remain as it is, square root of L square plus M square plus N square. They are the direction ratios of the axis. Okay, and then this becomes x minus a square. This is a square root of x minus a. This a is equal to 0. Therefore, I get square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So therefore, this represents the general equation of a right circular cone having the vertex at the origin and having the axis as the drs of the axis are L, M, N. Then we want to find the equation of a right circular cone whose vertex is at the origin 0, 0, 0 and axis of the cone along z axis. So say for example, you are having, I want to find the equation of a right circular cone along z axis. Okay, so not along any axis. This equation number 2 represents an equation on any axis. Then in particular, if I want to find the equation of a right circular cone whose vertex is at the origin 0, 0, 0 and axis of the cone along z axis is obtained by substituting L is equal to M is equal to 0. Okay, so these are L is equal to M is equal to 0 and N is equal to 1 in equation number 2. Now this is equation number 2. Okay, so put that L is equal to M is equal to 0. So that means these two are equal to 0. Then N is equal to 1. So therefore I get Z. So this becomes Z. Then this is cos theta. Then this is 0. This L is also equal to 0. N is equal to 1. Therefore you get square root of 1 square is 1. Then this is square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Then go on simplifying. When you go on simplifying, you get that if I square this value, this becomes z square. Z square is equal to cos square and square root will get cancelled. X square plus y square plus z square. Then this cos square goes on this side. Becomes 1 upon cos square is secant square. So therefore I get this becomes z square into secant square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. So this equation, this is x square plus y square plus you are having this is equal to, then you'll be having this is z square into bracket secant square theta minus 1. So this implies x square plus y square is equal to z square and secant square theta minus 1 is equal to tan square theta. Okay. Now if you see this, this is the origin. Okay. This is along z axis and this equation represents x square plus y square is equal to tan square theta into z square. So this x square plus y square is equal to tan square theta into z square or z square into tan square theta represents equation of a right circular cone having the vertex at the origin and having z axis as the axis of the right circular cone. Then similarly along y and x axis, that means I want to find a cone at this point and it goes on this side and you get a corresponding right circular cone along y axis as axis of this, and this becomes, as here you are having z square tan square theta along z axis, here you are having x square plus z square is equal to y square tan square theta. Then along this x-axis, that is axis along the x-axis is equal to what? Y square plus z square. On the left hand side, you are having other than that axis. Okay, this is other than that axis. That means you are having x square y square. Then this is along z square. Therefore, z square tan square theta. So this is x square z square. Then this is along y square, becomes y square tan square theta. This is y square z square is equal to x square tan square theta. So these equations represent the right circular cone and the right circular cone at any point P, X, Y, Z on the generator, and the vertex at the point either ABC or at the origins. Okay, this you'll have to remember. Say we'll take an example, becomes clear to find the equation. This is example 1. Find the equation of the right circular cone whose vertex is at the origin, whose axis is the line x upon 1 is equal to y upon 2 is equal to z upon 3, and which has a semi-vertical angle of 30 degrees. Okay, so if you see this equation, what is given to you? An axis is given. Okay, x upon 1 equal to y upon 2 equal to z upon 3 is given to you. Then the vertex is given. What is the vertex? Vertex is at the origin. Okay, then the semi-vertical angle theta is also given. Theta is equal to 30 degrees. So therefore, when these three are given to you, then you want to find the equation of a right circular cone. So we'll start like this. Let P of x, y, z be any point. So this is P of x, y, z be any point on the cone. Sorry, with the vertex at the origin. This is O, and axis, this is OC, given by x upon 1 equal to y upon 2 equal to z upon 3. So that angle POC, this is angle, this is P, O, and this becomes C. So this is C. Okay, so this angle is equal to 30 degrees. So this is called the semi-vertical angle of the right circular cone. Now you want to find the direction ratios. The direction ratios of OP are x, y, z. Now this is P is x, y, z. OP, the points of P are given in the form of x, y, z. So therefore you get this value is equal to x minus 0, y minus 0, z minus 0. That is equal to x, y, z. And those of OCR, that is OC, becomes the axis. And the direction ratios are x upon A or x upon A plus y upon B plus z upon C. That is ABC are the direction ratios 1, 2, 3. Therefore, 1, 2, 3 are the direction ratios of the axis. Then use that formula. For the formula, cos theta is equal to x into 1 plus y into 2 plus z into 3 divided by square root of x square plus y square plus z square plus square root of 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 9. Then cos of 30. Cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. And this is x plus 2y plus 3z divided by, so this becomes a 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 4 is 14. This becomes 14 into bracket x square plus y square plus z square. Then if I square this value, then this becomes 3 by 4. Then this becomes x plus 2y plus 3z bracket square. Then square and square root will get cancelled. 14 times x square plus y square plus z square. Then you'll have to just go on simplifying. Then you get this equation becomes 42 upon 4. That is equal to 21 upon 2. Okay. And then you are having x square plus y square plus z square. That 14 into 3 is equal to 42. 42 upon 4 is equal to 21 upon 2. And this becomes x square plus y square plus z square. Then this formula you'll have to remember. This is a plus b plus c bracket square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus twice ab plus twice bc plus twice ca. So applying that formula, x square plus 4y square plus 9z square plus 4xy plus 6xz plus 12yz. Then go on simplifying. So this becomes 21 and this 2 will go on this side. Then this becomes 21 x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 2 times of this. 2 times of x square plus 8 times of y square plus 18 times of z square plus 8xy plus 24yz, and this is 12 into this value. Then this equation is equal to, this is 21x square from this, and 2x square will get cancelled, becomes 19x square. Okay, then here this is 21y square and 8y square will get cancelled from that, becomes 13y square, and you are having this is 21z square and 18z square will get cancelled from that, that becomes 3z squared. Then this becomes minus 8xyz minus 24yz and minus 12xy or 12xz is equal to 0, which is the required equation of a right circular cone. Now I'll take the next problems in the next video. Okay, so I'll take the attendance and then we'll see next part.